Episode 6. So I talked a little bit in the first episode about how powerful you are, how powerful potentially we all are. Most of the powers that are there, though, lie dormant. And all of these powers, all of these abilities of ours are under attack. Every single aspect of your life is currently under attack. More so than since the beginning of time. Now, we are at war, but we're in an invisible war. And unless you take notice, you are not going to see it. A lot of stuff is going to go unseen. It's fascinating to watch. Let me give you an example. Doctors. If I would have asked a doctor a little over a year ago, is it healthy for my child to put a mask on for 6 to 8 hours a day? Would that be good for them or bad for them, even if there was a sickness going around? What would the doctors have said a year ago? Well, they would have said, no, that's really actually bad for you, because the air you breathe and the air you exhale, you're supposed to be taking in good air. You're supposed to be exhaling contaminants and other things from your system. If you put a mask over your face all the time, or most of the time, or for hours on end, that's going to interfere with the natural flow of good in, bad out. Now, we all learn this. You don't have to be a doctor to know this. We all learn this early on in school, in probably elementary school. We learn this, junior high, high school. Somehow, in the last year, doctors have changed their tune and said that everybody needs to wear a mask. Well, this is utter stupidity, especially for our children, who we know the CDC has said, everybody admits that children are not at risk from COVID, not at all. In fact, children are at less risk of dying from COVID than they are the flu. We've known this. We've known this for almost a year. So we've got children that are being masked up and asked to mask up to do something that is very unhealthy for them when they are at zero risk of dying. Now you might say, okay, well, what about their teachers? Well, what about their teachers? What's most important? Is it our children? Are we gonna do something that we know is bad for our children to protect the teachers who, again, there's not even been a study that says the teachers are in danger or have largely contracted COVID from schools. That just doesn't exist. So we are, as doctors, doctors are telling us that masks are good and healthy when we knew a year ago they weren't. Now, this has kind of been a slow progression, but it shows you the ability of people to be brainwashed over a really short period of time. It's pretty incredible how quickly that's happened. We were also told a year ago to shut ourselves in our basement, to definitely not go outside. They shut down playgrounds, they shut down gyms, they shut down pretty much everywhere a year ago and said, stay inside, quarantine yourself, even if you're healthy, and wait around for us, and hopefully we'll get a vaccine out in the next while. Well, at first they said flatten the curve, and then they lied about that, and they just kept us locked down. But what's happened is that instead of getting out, getting exercise, getting vitamin D, strengthening ourselves and our immune systems, we've done the opposite. On the average, American adults have gained 29 pounds during the last year. Now, who are we going to blame that on? Are we going to blame that on the doctors? Well, yeah, I'll blame it on the doctors, because the doctors aren't speaking out. They are asking us to be fat, dumb, and stupid, and to get comorbidities that actually put us at more risk. And then they're going to ask us to just band-aid it with a vaccine that we don't even know if it works. We pretty much have evidence in a lot of cases that it doesn't provide immunity. So, instead of doing things proactively to protect your health, you're being made less healthy. All of these things we, for the most part, as a country, have accepted and have embraced. It's like yay for the vaccines. Hopefully we can get back to normal after the vaccines. But we have never done preventative health measures to get more healthy. So your health has been attacked severely, and the experts, those who you should usually trust, have really screwed you over. Really screwed you over. But most of us are asleep, and we're not doing things to get stronger. For the most part, we are getting weaker. In the time that we need strength more than ever, wouldn't you think, if there is the danger of additional strains of the virus, wouldn't you think that we would need to eat healthy, to have vitamin D, vitamin C, to make our bodies stronger and more resilient so that we could fight off anything that comes our way? Or would you say that we're just going to band-aid against diseases, and we're going to do a Wall-E type of a world where we're so fat and stupid that we have to ride around on little those Walmart carts because we're not smart enough, we're not strong enough to protect our own health. We've known for thousands of years the formula to being healthy. Eat healthy foods. And yet in the last, 50 years, let's say, we've changed our definition of what a healthy food is. I mean, for breakfast we eat Fruit Loops, and we think it's healthy because it's got vitamins and minerals added to it, but it's basically pure sugar with vitamins and minerals and food coloring. I mean, it is the antithesis of healthy food, but we've accustomed ourselves so much to believing that it's good for us, or it's just normal, and so we brainwash ourselves into thinking that it's okay. Our sexuality is under attack right now. We're being told that you can't tell what sex a person is at their birth. Are you kidding me? Every aspect of your life is under severe attack. Now again, you are an extremely powerful person, you're extremely capable, but if people are going to knock out any one of the pillars of your life from underneath you, it's going to weaken you to the point where you can't act for yourself, where you don't have energy, and where you give up and give in to those who are telling you what to think and how to act. We'll talk a little bit more about this. I just want to emphasize and stress that you're powerful enough to overcome and defeat the powers against you if you wake up and see what's going on. But every aspect of your life, from your physical health, your strength, your mental abilities, they're all under attack. And wake up, look around, and do the opposite of what everybody's telling you. Gain back your strength in every area of your life and safeguard it as if it was your life that depends on it, because it really is. We'll come back a little bit later and talk more. Bye.